trapped in a meat suit. That's all we are. Trapped in a meat suit, man. I was thinking today, I was like, because they're trying to get people to upload. They want to upload transhumanism, and they want people to upload, their consciousness to AI and live out through an avatar, AI avatar, and all that horse shit. And I was just thinking, man, like, I wonder, like, maybe 1 out of every 4 humans right now would probably just not even question it, just jump at the chance to be able to do it right now. 1 out of 4 people, I think. And I wonder if that's how our souls became trapped in the human form in the first place, is through some kind of, trickery in sorcery as AI, let's say. Yeah, I just wonder, how easy it is for them to lull us into, giving up our avatar and just continuing to move our consciousness into our spirit into different forms. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. And it's absolutely mind-blowing how once you truly understand this frequency, that it's all just frequency and vibration, how simple it really is. I mean, and they use all things are just so simple. The more I learn how absolutely simple everything is, and how they use all of these forms of sorcery to make us feel stupid, and that things are, it takes a genius to fucking understand this shit. No, it takes, literally, we know this shit as a child, and the reason we have so many of these mental issues and so much cognitive dissonance going on is because from that young age, a child cannot live without love. So it has to have those parents or those caretakers in the first couple years in order to survive. Okay, so after that, all it needs is just the bare minimum. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they have tweaked society to the point where they don't have to even oversee the parents, because they already know that just through programming, social programming, and engineering, and through these educational indoctrination centers that we all go through first 18 years of our lives, and then through all the toxic TV programming and everything else, and on and on and on, and then the vaccines, all the toxins they force into us, and the processed foods and everything. So everything, it just from the day one is meant to just break us down and get us just enough to where we are surviving. Okay, so what they're doing is they are writing the narrative. They're setting the stage, and they're writing the narrative for our lives, for these meat suits. They're crushing our souls from the very beginning, and from day one, we are trying to have to reclaim our soul and reclaim our true essence. And once you do, you realize that this is just a game. This 3D world is just a horse shit, bullshit game. This so-called loving God, they fucking bamboozled everybody. This sadistic cocksucker fucking has us all trapped in these fucking meat suits, and is torturing the fuck out of us for our fucking energy. So all these people praising these invisible gods that are so wonderful, while all this torture and suffering and hate and strife and just absolute toxic, nasty, completely 180 of what a human is supposed to live in. Well, how a human would naturally live if they were not completely 100% indoctrinated and bamboozled to act and behave in these manners. And to see, this is the thing, they want you to believe that you came from a caveman, and then it was cowboys and Indians, and look how sophisticated we are now, and now we got to go to AI, and they act like humanity's a work in progress. It's not. It's a work in slavery. It's a work in dumbing us down. Look, guys, there are things all over this world, pyramids, cities, buried cities with technologies that they can't even touch today. They can't even reverse engineer. You know how easy it is to reverse engineer something and look like a genius? No, they can't even reverse engineer this stuff. So, no, we are not. We are enslaved, guys. Wake up. We are enslaved. We are enslaved. And all of this nastiness that's going on has been engineered and pushed on us as a species. And it has taken everything we have for us to break out of survival of the fittest and care about each other and connect and make those connections. And I guess that's where I'm just going with that. I mean, it just blows my mind how easy this is. And they just got everybody confused. And how you can tell really damaged people is those people want to save everybody. Like when you start talking like this and about healing yourself, then those are the people that go, well, what about everybody else? Well, I got to save everybody else. What about everybody? No, man, you got to take care of yourself. It all starts with you, because as soon as you stop operating in this meat suit vibration and stop giving all your attention and intention to the importance of this meat suit and put it in this vibration and start spending most of your day and then slowly, just out of habit, you're just slowly starting to spend most of your day working in this vibration. And that's how it changes. And then what happens is now you're operating at that vibration. So what you're going to do is you're going to attract birds of a feather flock together. You're going to start attracting those things which vibrate at that frequency. It's just a natural law. These are the natural laws. And these idiots, man, these cocksuckers, dude, I'm telling you, they're at the forefront. They're releasing. People are like, well, that can't be true, because why would they release all this information about the aliens and about this and about that, and why would they let us know all this, and none of it, no, God damn it, because they are under, so there's something going on. They are under some kind of timeline or law, like they have to give us so much, right? As we become more and more enlightened, I hate using that fucking word, but more and more aware, and we choose to operate at this frequency than that frequency, I believe that's how we take our power back as a species, as beings, as soul beings. But it has to happen like that. It's got to happen individually. It does not happen. There's nobody going out there to rescue anybody, save anybody. That's the biggest bunch of horse shit. You need to pull your head out of your ass and save yourself. Save yourself. So, yeah, it's supposed to be a nice warm day. I had to run out to the farmhouse, get the paddles for the kayaks. Me and my younger boy are going to take the kayaks out. So yeah, almost back at the house now. Going to take the kayaks out. But just it's a Sunday. Those wildfires starting everywhere. They're starting all down in Mexico again. Something weird's going on, guys. Nobody knows. Nobody. Anybody trying to tell you they know right now, it is not telling the truth. because I mean, we got it on radar. We're seeing the radar of these fires just starting up randomly all at the same time over hundreds and hundreds of miles. There's a bad accident. I was trying to get through that fucking intersection. There was shit everywhere. Fucking wreck, cops on the side. Damn. But yeah, I just wanted to fucking, I'm just hammering this home because this is what I do to myself constantly throughout the day. I'm just like, I'm the most important thing. And why am I the most, why? And it would just bugs me, and I want to answer that question because I think all these things that I'm capable of, all these things that you guys look up to, all these knowledgeable people all over the world, you know, throughout history, that they build up these idols for you and tell you these great people of history and you look up to. I think we're all capable of these things, guys. We're all capable of these things. We all have the same strengths because we're all souls. Luck of the dime, fucking. It's just a roll of the dice. What meat suit you get fucking thrown into, you know, and then how quickly you overcome your trauma, you know, and are able to find your true freedom and operate at that higher frequency. So, again, this whole world would not be spending all of their effort to crush you from the day you're born. You may think you're insignificant and you're this piece of shit and nothing matters and you don't matter, and you're just like this random. If to compare yourself as a human, you would say you're a speck of sand on the beach. That's what you are. It doesn't even fucking matter. You're crazy. You're out of your goddamn mind, and you need to wake up and you need to quit thinking that stupid shit, because that's exactly what these fucking powers that be want you to fucking think. And then because you got to think, why the fuck is the whole world spending all this effort to get things from you? To get either your energy, to get you to work, to get you enslaved, to bring your energy levels through the roof on all kinds of different things, to sell you everything, to tell you you need saviors, to think about it, guys. It's because they are trying to take your focus away, and it's so simple. It is so simple. It's just the problem is the programming runs from probably, like I've said before, probably from before we're born. You know, while our mom is pregnant, most mothers are probably young in abusive situations, probably addicts, you know, goddamn, probably fucking messes. So, you know, as soon as we're getting our seed is in there and we're fucking start, you know, embryoing out, man, that programming starts. We're probably in there scared as fuck, going, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, you're being yanked out by some fucking strange doctor who, as soon as you're out, he's fucking tossing you to some other stranger you don't know. They're all masked up and fucking... It's crazy, man. It's crazy the amount of trauma they're putting our souls through. And how strong our souls. It is so evident. The evidence is, think in your own life how much you have been beaten down. It is not your physical body that keeps going. It is your fucking soul. Unless, like I said, you are pleasing your physical body. You can be addicted, like, to your physical body, like these athletes, these huge egos that, you know, love this physical body and you know, and enjoy every fucking thing they can get out of it, which is fine. You know, it's better it's better to use the body than to fucking abuse it, I guess. But everything else is distraction. Anything that has to do with gaining knowledge of this fucking stupid 3D realm and fucking this body, all that stupid shit, and is just, that is, it's all fine and dandy. Okay, okay, whatever. As long as it is your part-time, you know, couple hours a week, you're spending a few hours a week on it. Because otherwise, your main focus should be operating at this high level. That's where your freedom's at. But I gotta work, okay? But nobody's telling you what you can think when you're at work.
you will find your way out. You will, as you, even though they got us trapped and having to work, and you're probably having to work your dick off, maybe and having to work 2 jobs, having to support your kids and all that stupid shit. If you start finding your freedom in here, it's just like these goddamn, all these, mostly blacks, but, you know, other men as well, but mostly blacks from the period of the 40s to the 70s, 80s maybe, that were jailed, imprisoned for life and put on death row and for a crime they didn't commit. And then they get released 40, 30 years later, 50 years later, whatever it is, exonerated, found out to be, and they're completely at peace because they're like, they found out long ago, your peace is in here. Your peace is your soul, this physical body. They can fucking put it in a goddamn prison and accuse you of a murder and rape and pillage and all this shit that you didn't do. And you know in your soul that you're a peaceful, loving human being. And how do you prove it? You just continue to be that peaceful love. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's where our power's at, man. But yeah, guys. Yep. And we're connecting. I feel like I'm resonating now at that frequency so much more, and it's becoming more and more familiar to me. So